Guys, happy Monday to everybody. Good to be back out here. We're reviewing first and second down game plan, and really, have these next 2 days to review all of last week and get ready for a Christmas break. We also, as you saw, did a little bit of extra work in our special teams. I think, Coach Meyer has always been known for his great special teams. He takes a lot of pride and actually does a lot of it himself. So we focused on that a great deal today. Injury-wise, just new on the front. You saw Bayless. Bayless was down with a foot injury. Wale we pulled with a groin injury today. Jalen Green with a slight AC sprain, and Jake Lichtenstein with an ankle. With that, I'll take any questions that you
think
got.
Any of those guys will be, are they minor? You think they'll be ready?
I think all of them are day-to-day,
Okay.
to be honest with you. We've got today and tomorrow and then 3 days off before traveling, so I'm hoping all of them will be back by next week, but we'll see.
What about Jack Jones?
That ankle sprain is still there. He actually got good functional work, movement work. He's not any practice moving me yet. I'm really hoping, Dan, that he's back when we hit Dallas is the goal.
A lot of the seniors coming up last game, obviously.
Yeah.
But a guy like Nico, who worked himself up from fourth string to this, you got a soft spot in your heart for guys like that?
Yeah, I tell you, to see a guy that, when you get to this level and you're dealing with such elite athletes and the guys that have been heavily recruited, not everybody, it doesn't happen for everybody day one. Sometimes it doesn't happen day 101. Sometimes it's your third or fourth year. And in Nico's case, I thought he was one of those guys that made the most of when his opportunity came. He always prepared like he was a starter, even when he was fourth string, then third string, then second string, then the starter. And it's just been a rock for our offensive line. And he's had a tremendous senior year and has a chance to go out with a 12th victory. So very proud for him.
And he's a guy that came to tackle you. Everyone talks about the tailbacks here, but tackle you, and then moved to center and had to learn to call plays. I mean, it seemed like it wasn't just waiting his turn.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate here in my time here, being signed. I think of the Max Turk, it's the Nico Fallas, the Toa Lobendans, those guys that could play tackle, guard, or center and have the ability to do that. So, his athleticism shines, so functional with the ball in his hands. He could play all three positions if needed.
How would you assess how Brian Ellis has come in and proved at quarterback coach?
Doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job. I mean, Brian's been a full-time coach at other places, and our players have a lot of faith and trust in him. The quarterbacks absolutely love him, and he's doing a great job out here. He's helping us prepare to hopefully take on a great Ohio State team and have a chance to win a Cotton Bowl.
Will he be a candidate to keep that job?
Definitely. I'll definitely look into Brian as well as others, and then, whenever that time comes, I'll let you know who it is.
No one wants to ask another question. Steve Mitchell, another guy who had to overcome some adversity, was having a great year when he got hurt, and then had to come back, and is one of your top 5 receivers.
Yeah, I think of not one injury but 2 injuries, and to be able to come back off that just shows not only physical toughness but really mental toughness. To be able to put 2 injuries behind you like that and play at such a high level has been mind-blowing to me, and to see what he's done his senior year, by far his best year as a Trojan, has been special. It's one of the reason he was one of the inspirational players on our team in our awards banquet.
And the academics. He's got his master's already.
I know. He's amazing. He's amazing. Graduated in 3 years and went on to get a master's. So we'll have several kids, as you'll see, with that graduation patch that we're very proud of, that will be playing in their last game and already degree in hand. He's one of those gentlemen.
He told me something that I'm sure you love to hear, because the academics always gets the short shrift, that he was coming to USC and he had a chance to get a world-class education and play football, and his parents weren't going to let him pass that up.
Yeah, I've always said this place is the greatest combination of academics and athletics there is in college. You're talking about a 15th ranked academic university as well as this athletic tradition. It's hard to find that combination. This is a very rare place, and it's a great product to be able to sell and recruit.
So the football team's ranked ahead of the academics.
and Coach Nikias over there has those academics climbing every year.
Coach, you have a couple of people who are fourth-year guys who have eligibility, Tucker and Lockett. Do you plan to have them back next year? picking up?
You know, all these guys had the opportunity to come back. You know, we're very fortunate that you know, we have a lot of guys that graduate early, and it's always their decision on, you know, whether they want to be able to be on this football team or you know, go off into the real world or play someplace else. That's part of being at USC. But these guys are my family. I'm so fortunate to be around them. I'll take them as long as I can have them.
Is it hard with the guys thinking about going pro, figuring out if you have their scholarship or not for next season?
Yeah, it's a juggling act. But the good thing is, you know, January 15th, they declare. We get those evaluations back. They've all been turned in. The deadline was the 15th of December. Usually they're pretty good, Scott, of turning those around pretty quickly. I'll sit down and have conversations with the guys over the next 2 weeks, and we'll know exactly where we stand.
Do you have to kind of explain to some recruits, because of this new early signing period, that you have so many guys that still need time to make their decisions, that maybe wait
well,
till February?
Everybody understands that this class, this junior class, is a really good class,
Right.
and you know, so they understand that guys could be leaving, and that may open up spots in our depth that are going to be needs for us, critical needs for us, and I think those are the guys that, you know, those May-June graduates that I think you'll see those guys take visits in January and see what's out there and what's left. This is kind of, I think, unusual for everybody right now, as far as coaches and players, you know, trying to figure this first time out around. But it's been a good process. I'm looking forward to the early signing date, and here I think it's going to go well for us, and then we'll have another one in February and see where we stand there.
Have you gotten the evaluations back on any of the kids? Or?
No, Dan, I haven't yet. You know, they collect them all on the 15th, and then it's usually about 2 weeks. Just going through it last year, so I would imagine it's going to be somewhere within the next week or so. We would get them.
Week.
Yeah,
Okay.
most of the kids filed in early December, so they should be starting to come back here any day now.
And that was 10 kids or so?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
All righty, guys. Thank you.